What is it about gacha games that I like? The thrill of getting the characters or items I want in a low amount of rolls or spins? The dopamine increase? The games themselves? The plot? I mean, all the above and more. I don't even know what exposed me to the dangers of gacha. Oh wait, it was mostly likely Maple Story. Even though the game itself was fun, other parts were a bit painful. Like if you wanted to customize your character a certain way, you pretty much had to use real life money. If you didn't care for that, well, it still applied to your weapons and other part of the game. I heard they're a bit more generous nowadays, but I was never interested in going back. Like one of the most painful things I remember about the game is, if you wanted to get a specific hair, you had to buy a ticket just to get a chance of getting that hair. Why couldn't the stylist just snip my hair into the style I wanted? You pretty much had to keep buying tickets until you got the hair you wanted. This also applied to changing your hair color and other cosmetics. If you paid more, you would get the exact color you wanted. But come on, really? You would think, well, why the heck would I want to do that? Well, when you want it, you want it. Something about the many failed attempts to finally get what you want gets the adrenaline going. But in reality, aren't I just in denial of how much I lost more than I gained? Luckily when I got into gacha games, I was young, so I didn't have any money. If I was given any, it was basically never? My parents grew up poor, so they were cheap, which is fair. If I wanted something, I had to get straight A's. It didn't matter if I offered my child labor around the house, they expected I did that for free anyways. And I guess the grades weren't hard to get if I really wanted to. Though most of the time, I was also distracted by playing games. Even after quitting Maple Story, I got reeled into other online gacha games by my cousins, like Grand Chase. Though they shut down the game a few years later, how could they? I spent so much time on the game and some of my real life money. And they had the audacity to relaunch the game back up recently. And they're even less generous with their rates than they were before. The game itself was already so expensive. The least they could do is make the rates for stuff better. So throughout elementary, high school, beginning of college to now, I think I've always been into some sort of gacha game. If not one, then multiple. And the dangerous part about being an adult who can make money is that you can do whatever you want with your adult money. You earned it, so why not? But being broke hurts so bad, and growing up poor can make you stingy on how you spend your hard-earned money. I mean, one positive of playing gacha games for so long is obtaining the skill of self-control. For example, I still play Fate Grand Order for anyone who knows. The players know how terrible their rates are in this game, and even when there is a rate up boost, it is barely at 1%. Yet why do people still play? I mean, the story is quite good, and I came to like it because of a friend. The work put into grinding for quartz to save up for a servant can be a lot. And I'm not even guaranteed to get them, I just have to be lucky. So most of the time, I'm just crying in despair of mostly not getting who I want and then dying from the amount of hours I spend grinding. I envy the people who can just wail. Basically, anyone who doesn't know the term, it is what you call people who spend a lot of money on app games to get what they want. But you learn that you don't always get what you want with these games even if you work for it. Spending in-game money isn't even worth it anyways. Sure, if I really want to, I could, which I have before, but nothing ever too crazy. For like Fate, at least it is worth it to spend money on guaranteed banners, which is usually during the new year or their anniversary, which is in the summer. Though you are still rolling for a chance to get the character you want because others are thrown into the mix. Besides spending money, I just give in to grinding for the items and hoping the next banner will be nice to me. Because if my waifu doesn't want to come home to me, I just have to let her go. Google, play me Cry Me a River by Justin Timberlake on me, please.